We are on to the next stage of our summer adventure. This is day 2 of our road trip, and we have crossed into Arizona/Utah. We are camping tonight on the State Line Campground, which is half in Utah and half in Arizona. Are we in Utah?
I think we're in Utah.
We're in Utah. This campground is just about 2 miles south or beyond of the Wire Pass trailhead. And tomorrow morning, we are going to hike Wire Pass out to Buckskin Gulch to take in a little bit of Utah scenery before we head on to the next stop of our trip. So even though it was 102 degrees in Page, Arizona, the temps have dropped down to a lovely 93 here at camp. What's for dinner?
We are having egg salad made with the 12.5 eggs that we had left at the house that we had to do something with. But it's pretty good.
Good protein bomb.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it is 6 a.m. and we are sneaking in a hike into Buckskin Gulch early this morning. Yeah, it actually might be 5 a.m. We have no idea what time it is because we're on the state line right between time zones. It is 5 a.m. Our night sleep was actually pretty good. The campsite was warm, probably in the low 90s when we got there, but dry heat. And as the sun was fading, the air got more and more comfortable, and we slept with every window open in the tent. By the morning, we had pulled our sleeping bag up over us, and we were really cozy. So thumbs up for State Line Campground, even on a 100-degree day. After about 1.2 miles on the trail, we're starting to come through the first of the canyon walls. We still have about half a mile to go. Who's a happy boy? All right, we've arrived in the main Buckskin Gulch Canyon. The last time we were here was in February. It was a very different weather day. I was wearing my super warm winter jacket for a lot of the hike even. There were definitely not flowers blooming, but it was still just as beautiful. At the entrance back where we were, there were a ton of petroglyphs. We noticed some handprint carvings that we hadn't seen before, and then there's some animal-shaped petroglyphs too. Well, we always heard there could be water in here, but the first time we were here, there was not any. might not make it quite as far today as we thought we would, because some of the places could get pretty deep. Good condition.
Optimal conditions.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you want to sit somewhere?
What time is it?
It's snack time. Second breakfast.
What is for second breakfast?
Smushed little fudge rounds.
Ooh,
I think we should go for the smushed little fudge round.
I'm okay with that. Sounds delightful. Empty calories. And again, we've already been here, and I'm just in awe. I'm bummed we can't go further, but I'm thankful for what we got.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
It's okay. And I'm proud of us for being willing to get our shoes wet.
Yeah.
In the gross, gross water. 'Cause that stuff is nasty.
I wasn't excited about it. You want to explore the other way a little bit?
If we have time.
Well, we made the decision to turn around if it felt like the pools were going to get waist high. And after 4/10 of a mile, Kelly creeped out into a pool that felt like it was going to be waist high. So we turned around, and since we have some extra time, we're actually going to go the other way in the gulch and canyon. We've heard that this way is not as spectacular, but I mean,
It's pretty amazing.
it doesn't look like there's much to complain about yet. So we're gonna see if we can't get another half a mile or so this direction before we have to turn
I
around.
feel like I can already see it.
A pool.
Go.
We're here, we think, completely alone today, which is awesome, but it is a pretty popular place. So when you're here, remember that the canyon walls are gonna echo a lot. So your voices will carry up and down, and anything like music, which we generally discourage on the trails anyway, but especially in a place like this, is gonna be disruptive to other hikers who are out here.
Check out this rock. It's just stuck in the wall. And I messed with it. And it comes out, and it just, it's perfect in its little hole. We still look good. Are you having fun too? Okay, good.
Buckskin Gulch is one of our favorite southern Utah places to explore. And there's a few things you need to know about it before you come out. One, the road to get here is dirt and very washboarded. pretty much any car can do it if it's not muddy, but it will be uncomfortable. Very loud and bumpy for 10 miles. 2, the trailhead for Buckskin Gulch, we like to access it from the Wire Pass spot. That is the same parking lot as the Wave or the Coyote Bluffs trail. You do need a pass ahead of time to hike to the Wave. You do not need a pass to hike to Buckskin Gulch. However, 3, you are required to pay for a trailhead permit when you're visiting out here. There's a small fee per person and per dog, which also leads me to 4, it's a dog-friendly hike. 5, the access to Buckskin Gulch through Wire Pass is 1.7 miles long. They're not a strenuous 1.7, but just to get to the canyon, you're looking at a 3.4 mile round trip access. We think it's beautiful, and about half the mile of that 1.7 is actually through Slot Canyons itself. 6, this is a slot canyon. The reason there's water here is that it's left over from flash flooding. So all the water in the area, when it hits, gets funneled into these canyons, and they can be incredibly dangerous. So you want to be very careful to make sure you're not going to be out here on a day when there is any rain in the forecast, and not just rain necessarily where you are, but also further north, where it could get funneled across the terrain into here. So just pay attention to the weather for a few days before and on your hike to be prepared to be safe. We actually have a college friend who likes to backpack out here, and a few years ago he had to get helicopter rescued because they were stranded up on cliff walls. Further back in the canyon it opens up, and he and his party were stranded during a flood that killed a few people who were down in the canyon. So yeah, it can get scary. 7, it's southern Utah, so in the summer it's going to be hot. Make sure you start your hike early in the morning and pack lots of water.
It's a very hot day.
Time to walk back to the car. We still got a cool breeze. Well, that's going to be a wrap on our quick Utah adventure of Buckskin Gulch. 2 thumbs up for camping at State Line Campground and hiking Buckskin Gulch early in the morning. We were really not sure about doing this, especially me, because of the weather, but it absolutely worked out to spend the late evening and the early morning here. We've been incredibly comfortable and safe. Now we are going to hit the road. If you liked this video, would you leave us a thumbs up down below? If you've got any questions about hiking Buckskin Gulch or other southern Utah adventures, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you want to see where we're headed next, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And no matter what, we hope you have a great hike wherever you're headed next, especially if it's somewhere in southern Utah.